Alright, so today we're going to be breaking down FXLXG's $1 million per month sales funnel. I'm not going to try to sound smart here by using any kind of fancy words or anything like that. I'm just going to give you the exact value you came to this video for, which is to know exactly how he gets traffic, nurtures that traffic, converts that traffic into paying customers, his landing page, his X, his whole funnel, and every single step in between. I'm going to be breaking down all of that in this singular video. Anyways, I don't want to waste any of your time, so let's just get straight into it. So as you can see on TikTok, he has 28,000 followers and 1.2 million likes. Just sharing content on my cars in this account. On this account, he mostly just posts lifestyle videos of his cars, his houses, etc, etc, etc. Sometimes he also does post these clips as well, and other times, again, he posts these like specifically made videos onto TikTok, and the TikTok actually gets different videos compared to the Instagram. And the reason is just because TikTok's algorithm is way more unforgiving, and his main goal here is just to get as many views as physically possible. And as you can see, he is accomplishing that goal pretty well. Now for the actual Instagram, as you can see here, he has 914,000 followers. Alex Gonzalez, public figure, learn how to become a profitable trader with my set and forget strategy. So swingtradinglab.com is actually his funnel, and we'll get into this in full detail in a second. But on this account, he has completely different content. A lot of time he has these raw and authentic, in his car filming, take out his selfie camera, and he just starts filming these videos. Super raw, super unscripted and everything like that. And sometimes he talks about random topics, and sometimes he also has these crazy bets that he does a lot of the time, as you can see with these two videos. And then over here, he'll sometimes have like huge clips from his trading streams where something crazy happened. For example, here the market just absolutely rose like absolute metric ton, even though he thought he was going to get like about 10,000, 15,000. It actually doubled and went to like 20,000. For this video, again, same exact raw and authentic theme. Then you'll see a little bit of lifestyle content in this next video over here, where basically he's drifting his Porsche and everything, while some people are on the back. And then of course, this is a little bit of a series that he's doing, day 628, trying to blow up my GT3 RS, which it's pretty self-explanatory. He's trying to do a series where he's trying to blow up his GT3 RS by basically revving up the engine an absolute metric ton. Now, his Instagram's main purpose here is actually just to get a ton of traffic, but also to convert. And I'll get into the conversion aspect of Instagram in 2 seconds after I break down the main nurturing platform, which is the YouTube. Now, you may be wondering, what actually is nurturing? Now, nurturing just means getting people to see your face as much as physically possible. And the way you do this is just by having longer content and having more of that longer content. So this all comes down to something I like to call the 7-11-4 rule. So 7-11-4 rule looks just like this. And what it basically entails is that a prospect needs to consume 7 hours of your content across 11 different touch points, across 4 different locations to finally buy one of your products. So on YouTube, you'd have to watch 7 one-hour videos to consume enough to actually buy his content on average. And so as you can see, he's posting a lot of these longer videos just because they perform so much better for conversions on YouTube. And then the 11 different touch points just means different videos or different reels or whatever that might be. And this is where the Instagram / TikTok really shine with nurturing, just because of the amount of touch points that you can consume on both of those platforms. And of course, the 4 different locations parameter just means different locations that they see your face. That could be your X, that could be your landing page, that could be your YouTube, that could be your Instagram, that could be your TikTok, absolutely anything that is in your ecosystem where they see your face. Ads and retargeting ads are really good for this specific reason, just because they make a person see your face so much that you are always in the back of their mind, which is again going to make them feel more familiar with you, which is going to make them more comfortable in buying your product and trust you way more. Pretty simple stuff there. On YouTube, he has 819,000 subscribers and 186 videos. Down here, he has a quick CTA, and he has 3 more links. So I'll get into this in a second real quick. But for the videos, he's doing a lot of these lifestyle content videos. So Night in the Life, I made $700,000 a day of trading, hypercar, and then stranger, or like crashed my $6 million Bugatti, blah. And then you'll again see in between all of these lifestyle content and lifestyle videos, you'll see these case study-esque / value type of videos. And these videos right here, as you can see, break down his trading strategy, different trading strategies that he uses for beginners. And then also sometimes he'll give people an amount of money to day trade for him, or he will help a subscriber or another random person turn X amount into Y amount in 14 days. Now, this is the main stuff that he's posting on the YouTube. And I did not include this in the overall funnel breakdown here because I slightly forgot. But basically, he also does streaming on the side, which is that He will sometimes stream his trades, although he used to do this. I'm not completely sure if he still does this anymore, but he used to stream his trades just because this was a ton of undeniable proof that he actually knows what he's talking about and he knows what he's doing. Because if he takes a trade live and it loses or it wins, everybody's going to see that no matter what, and he cannot fake that. It's that simple. That's why streams are so good, and that's why these people like TJR, Alex G, everybody like that use these like streaming platforms so much. And other than that, it's just the most like all of the same exact videos as I just told you, and all of these are split into 3 different levels. So there's middle of funnel, top of funnel, and there's bottom of funnel. Top of funnel is lifestyle content and stuff that appeals to a lot of people. For example, this video and this video. That appeals to a very wide audience of people, and anybody could watch that and understand what he's saying. Second is middle of funnel content. Middle of funnel content is like full courses or stuff like that. Just basically giant courses, 1 hour long courses, blah, blah, blah. That is a middle of funnel video. Then there's the bottom of funnel videos. Those are more case studies, or, you know, helping X person turn this into X amount of money within X, Y amount of time, right? This kind of video is also more of a case study as well, bottom of funnel video, and again, another bottom of funnel video over here. So they're all split into these 3 main topics, and he does follow the 2-2-2 strategy, which is actually something that is also used by Alex Hormozi, which just basically means that he posts 2 middle of funnel, 2 top of funnel, and 2 bottom of funnel videos throughout his, you know, YouTube career. So if he posts 6 videos in a month, then he's going to post 2 top of funnel, 2 middle of funnel, and then 2 bottom of funnel videos in that same exact month. Now for the actual links and of course the description and everything, you're going to see learn how to day trade. This is his main mentorship program, which we're going to break down right now. Then the Instagram, then there's a Telegram, which he has, and I was not really able to get access to this. I'm not sure, but my Telegram has recently been lagging. But the basic stuff, Telegram just has the whole strategies and everything. It's just a free Telegram, free community for people to hop in, get some value out of it, and then hop out very, very quickly. Broker I recommend. This is just a quick affiliate link to his broker. The reason that a lot of these traders are doing this is just because they get a lot of money through these affiliate commissions through brokers, because a lot of the time these traders will stay with the same broker for like almost their entire trading journey. So it's a huge amount of money that these trading gurus and everybody like that get out of these affiliate links, especially when they're this big like Alex. Like not everybody's going to pay him $5,000, which is the price of his mentorship program, for mentorship from him, just because they don't have that much. So they'll pay for the broker instead, and then he'll still make money off of them. It's kind of his low ticket offer in a way. I'm going to get into the landing page in a quick second, but let's go ahead and break down his X as well real quick. Now on his X, you'll see Alex Gonzalez, same thing. I'm a really, really good demo trader. Same exact thing here, Swing Trading Lab. He's also tracking all of these links. By the way, if you notice, each of these links has a separate tracking link attached. So Twitter, BF, AlexG, swingtradinglab.com. He knows where every single like person is coming from in terms of traffic, just because each of these links correspond to different social medias. This is very, very easy to implement, and it just makes tracking so much easier within your business, and I would highly recommend something like this. If your friend's driveway doesn't look like this, get your friends. Then he also posts very, very regularly within here, which is just going to be like 3-4 times every singular day, as you can see here. And sometimes he'll also post pictures of his trades, screenshots of his trades, and also teaches you or gives you observations throughout his day of what he thinks according to his separate trade that he did, right? So for example, if he lost on a trade, he'll be like, okay, this is why I lost, or this is why I won if he won a trade. So he basically explains it in full detail, and he also relates his real life to trading as well. And sometimes he'll also just post these random things as well, just motivational quotes sometimes as well. And then of course, more trading stuff right here. Very, very simple stuff, a very simple strategy that he's doing. A very general top of funnel post here. Then there's a lot of social proof post here. And then after that, it's just going to be a little bit of a value post down here. Simple stuff, very basic strategy that he's using for the X. Now, this is the main sauce of the entire funnel. This is the main landing page that he is using to sell this specific offer. And as you can see, top banner, learn the proven system that has helped 5,000 plus traders trade the right way. There's 2 ways you can go about this. Is you can have the basically mini course type thing up here if you want, or you can have this kind of banner. So I see a lot of people trying to do the same thing. I'm not sure if I have a screenshot of this, but there's a, like, for example, the Brez funnel. If you guys remember Brez's old funnel, you'll see brand new mini course reveals up here. That is one of the options you can go for, or you can go for a banner on the top that is also going to do the same exact thing like he has over here. Don't try to be in between, and don't try to go for both of those things just because your like site will look way more cluttered.
how thousands of traders have used our set and forget strategy to become consistently profitable, no matter your age, experience, or starting capital. Watch this video. Quick call to action on what to exactly use. I'm not sure if he's using VTurb here, but this is a very similar platform to VTurb. And what this is basically doing is just building a lot of FOMO, where the video looks like it's already playing in the background, but it's actually not. It's just repeating the same clip over and over again to get them to click and unmute impulsively, which is going to result in the video literally just restarting from the start so they don't miss anything. So that also actually increases the conversion rate, or like the click rate of the VSL, and watch through rate of the VSL by like 20, 30, 40%, which is a huge statistics. That's why I like using VTurb more than any kind of other provider like Wistia or Vimeo that a lot of you guys are using. And by the way, if you guys don't know what a VSL is this video is just supposed to sell the audience on your specific mentorship or your specific product or whatever the hell you're selling. If you're ready to become next level trader, become a next level trader, apply now. The short form takes less than 2 minutes to fill out. Right here, he just has a big type form down here. The reason you want to embed type forms on your page is just because I've also noticed this in my own clients' businesses. Just because you have the type form in the page, it feels like it's a part of the page, and it feels like you're on the same funnel step. So when somebody impulsively watches the VSL, it actually makes it more likely for them to go through the type form just because they don't feel like it's something separate. It's the same thing with booking. So what I basically mean by this is that when somebody watches the VSL, okay, they've watched the VSL, and at this point, they've given some time to you. They've invested a little bit of time into you. Then they are moved down on the page to the type form when they click the button. Now, the type form is going to have a few different options, right? Simple stuff and a quick little question. If they don't answer this question, that means that they just wasted all of their time watching the VSL, which compulsively makes them want to fill out the entire type form. So what they do is that they read through the type form, they see, okay, there's a type form, they read through this as well, and then they actually are more likely to justify to themselves why they should invest time into going for the type form. It's called the sunk cost fallacy. And then after you fill out the type form and everything, after you watch the VSL and you fill out the type form, an interesting thing that specifically Alex does, or not specifically Alex does, but Alex goes ahead and redirects you to Calendly. But what I actually do recommend myself, and something that I've been rolling out for my clients pretty recently, is that you can embed Calendly into your type forms natively, which actually increases the type form filled to booking rates by like 50% of every singular funnel. I know it's an insane statistic, but that's actually true. That's how much of an increase you get just by having Calendly integrated into Typeform. And that's why a lot of why Typeform is actually so amazing and so useful, because of its insane amounts of, I guess, features, you could say. So I can literally go to like swingtradinglab.com to show you guys this in a little bit more detail. As you can see over here, you'll see the video is playing, but it's actually just repeating again and again. So it looks like it's playing super fast, but it's actually not. And it's increasing the likelihood that this person clicks. As you can see, that just repeated, that cut. Now, down here, you're going to see the Typeforms integrated onto the page, as I said before. And then when you click on this Typeform, right? Let's say you go through the whole Typeform, blah, 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 and you just fill out all these questions. What's going to happen is that you're going to go through all of this. And when you press submit here, he is going to redirect you to Calendly. So what I'm trying to say is that you don't want to do specifically this. You want to go to typeform.com and you want to integrate Calendly into Typeform. Very basic stuff, and you can actually do this really, really, really easily. And a lot of people are sleeping on this, but it's a huge, huge part of actually using Typeform. That's one of the biggest reasons that all of these huge companies use Typeform, just because the integration with Calendly is so smooth in general, along with obviously it's really good UI, but that's why you mainly want to use Typeform. And so that was FX Alex G's $1 million per month sales funnel broken down into the nitty gritty. We went over his his TikTok, we went over his Instagram, we went over his YouTube, the 7-11-4 rule, we also went over the X, we went over the landing page, the Calendly integration, all the tidbits and everything like that. And I mean, all of this is coming together to make him over $1 million a month just because of the sheer number of people in his audience. And of course, I'm including the affiliate commissions and all that jazz into this, but that's still a huge number that he is making off of this info business. And this is really, really common in the info space. So I hope you got a ton of value from that video. If you have any ideas for new funnel breakdowns I should make, just go ahead and leave those down in the comments, or even new videos that I should make. Again, leave those down in the comments below. If you have any suggestions on how to improve the videos, leave that down in the comments as well. And if you are interested in working with me, if you're a coach, consultant, or an agency owner with an established following, you already have that following on social media built up with your content and your personal brand, and you want to monetize that personal brand by having a info product, you already have an info product and you want to start scaling it, or you just want to implement a new info product that you just had the idea for and you know it's going to crush, and you just want to make sure that you do all of the steps right for it to absolutely print money, then again, go to the first link down below and DM me on Instagram. I can go ahead and help you scale your info product and build it out with you. We can go ahead and talk. It's not going to be some kind of setter, anything like that. We're going to just hop on a call if we vibe. And of course, if you are interested on that call, we're going to go ahead and start working together. If not, no worries. You're going to get a ton of value from this anyways. So feel free to check that first link down below. And if you don't want to do any of that and you just want to watch another one of my videos, go ahead and check this one out right here, because YouTube thinks that you'll like it. If you want to watch the whole funnel breakdowns playlist with upwards of $100,000 worth of sauce, check it out right here. And if you want to leave a like and subscribe, which I would appreciate, just go ahead and click right here to subscribe, and like is down below the video. Hoping to see you in this next video. Goodbye.